Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel and thanks for logging on. If you enjoy these videos, do me a favor and subscribe to our YouTube channel right here at Watchbox Reviews. I would really appreciate it, and I promise to update daily. If you love this watch, you can see it and you can purchase it on our website, thewatchbox.com. And today we are discussing a rare Reverso model. Rarely do we see the Jaeger-LeCoultre Reverso Grande Reserve, but in full rose gold with bracelet, this is a rare variant of an already scarce model. On my 16cm circumference wrist, you can see the Grande Reverso case, which was introduced for 2002, wears well on my 16cm circumference wrist. This model, launched for 2003, uses the same case shape and size that bowed in the 02 Septentième, or the 70th anniversary Reverso. The Grande Reverso is more chunky than broad, and compared to later Reverso models, this is one that wears easily across the wrist. So this is less like a Reverso 976 than it is more like a chunky Grand tie case. It's only 46.5 millimeters from lug to lug, and it's reasonably slender considering what sits inside. The watch is 12.1 millimeters thick, and that's with a revolving case. From 9 o'clock to 3 o'clock, not including the crown, it's 29.5 millimeters wide, and then there's a 20 millimeter spacing between the lugs. Now, if you include the end links of the bracelet, it does grow a bit broader across the wrist, but it's still a reasonable 49.7 millimeters, and I can recommend this watch for a wrist as small as 14.5 centimeters circumference. This is a heavy watch. JLC's case, with the rotating inner component and the outer chassis, is already a hefty assembly in pure gold, but when you include the full red brick road bracelet, you get the sense that you're wearing a precious metal Rolex, something like a Date 82 or a Date 840. It's that solid and that impressive. It's all of high polish, and as you can see, its construction is immensely complex. On the underside, it does avoid pinching skin or pulling hair, it doesn't trap wrist heat, and it's probably a better option if you live in tropical climes where you're likely to soak down a strap. This is the way to go. It also offers more flexibility than a strap, because these Reverso models often pin the strap against the case line, and then the strap flares and fights a small wrist. But with the flexibility of the bracelet, you can pull that bracelet straight down around your smaller wrist. So advantage bracelet for fit's sake. Now, some JLC bracelets use spring bars for sizing. Not here. High-grade screws. And you can see that there's even a little sort of incremental adjustment system that's a lot like Rolex's Easy Link, and it's on both sides of the clasp. You have this incremental adjustment that allows you to fine-tune without actually adding or removing a link. So that system allows you to take in or take out slack. If you deploy both of them, it's the equivalent of adding one full removable link. Otherwise, each of these represents one half of the removable links. It is a quadruple trigger, double deploying clasp. So to open this one all the way, you have to press all four triggers, and there's actually a spring block system at center that anchors the whole affair. It has a wonderfully smooth curvature on the underside to match the arc of your wrist, and then the case itself is a traditional Reverso, which is to say, it's flat as a plank and handsomely made. The case back, all of satin finish, you can see that to good effect. 30 meters water resistant, but what you often don't see when you're looking at Reverso models online is just how rounded the case is. It is an Art Deco design, as the first Reverso was created for British polo players in India back in 1931, and the watch borrowed the machine aesthetic of the era with a rounded barrel-like case flank and a tapering conical profile to the squared-off lugs themselves. But when you view the watch from head-on, these soldier shots you see on the internet, you do lose a lot of that curvature and nuance. You will note that there's a lovely contradiction between the horizontal lines, the striations of the gadroons, and the vertical sweep of the dial and the case itself. Dial side, let's get a little bit closer. You can see that there are Art Deco style, minimalist, vertically oriented Arabic numerals, broadsword hands blued. There is a rectangle within a rectangle within a rectangle for the sub-seconds down at 5 o'clock, and then you have a lovely rose-lathe undulating pattern bounded by the interface of the dial. Manual wind, 55 turns to maximum power reserve, which is nominally 8 days, but I'll tell you a secret, the movement will run for almost 10. Turn the watch over, and while you can't see the caliber 874, you can see the power reserve, and it is a fascinating jumping power reserve design. So you have 8 days. When you see big red 1, that is your sign that you're down to 24 hours of power reserve, at least nominally. Remember, the watch will run for almost 10, but it is a jump hour of a very different kind. Approximately 55 turns will fully energize this caliber 874. It beats away at 28,800 vibrations per hour, and it is based on the caliber 879 that launched in the 70th anniversary Reverso back in 2002. So it is a true sized and shaped high horology movement designed by JLC for this size case and this type of high luxury application. I should also mention that it is a remarkably exclusive watch on almost every level. You're taking a Grande Reverso Grande Reserve in full gold on full bracelet. Stack those factors, and it's likely that even at a red bar with quite a few offbeat watches from beyond the realm of Rolex, Breitling, and Omega, you're not going to see even one of these. It's also better for a small wrist than the same watch on a strap, and in a lot of respects, it's one of the most substantial watches you can buy in this price point because of everything you're getting. JLC's own case, JLC's own chassis, JLC's own bracelet, and JLC's own movement. All of that, and it's a Reverso, the icon of La Grande Maison. See it and make it yours on the Watchbox.